Hello, I'm Jiya, AI and ML engineer at Orangewood Labs. In the last video, we looked at what is RoboGPT platform, what are the different applications, how we can use the platform, connect different robots to it, and in today's video, we'll see how we can build an application using that. We'll take a blank state, move it to simulation, and then to a production level skill. And that skill obviously will be reusable across different robots. Today we'll be using Orangewood 6.5 for that. We'll be using this robot to connect to the RoboGPT platform and then use it for our skill. So for the application, I'm thinking pick and place application because that is used across multiple industries. I mean, name it, right? So sorting, machine tending, there are multiple applications for that. And the base of all of this is pick and place. So let's do that. Let's build pick and place application using the RoboGPT platform, because traditionally I would have required to code it out whole. I would have to perform the inverse kinematics of this, run a different program to operate the gripper, and along with that perform different computations to get the positions of my object. So I don't want to do all that. I want to take this mess to my RoboGPT brain. So let's get started over there. So now let's start with the application building. We are on our RoboGPT platform, and just like the previous videos, we'll start with creating a new project. I'm naming this project pick and place just for the sake of simplicity. And then we'll select a folder as well. I'm selecting machine tending. Now we have created this project. Now this is the project that we'll be using to create an application and then run the simulation as well. So the first picture is to create a skill, right? The skill I want to generate is about pick and place. So to generate that, I need to give in the information. Now on this blank whiteboard, what do we need over here? So first of all, we need to give it a name, right? So I'll type in my prompt saying generate a skill name pick and place. And then if we want to perform a pick and place operation, right, what do we need? We need a picking pose. We need a pose so that the robot can go and retract to then move to the place pose, right? So a pre-pick pose, a picking pose, a pre-placing pose. Now these pre-picking and pre-placing poses are just for the safety purpose. So we'll write that I need saved poses named picking, pre-picking, and pre-placing. Also, obviously I'll need a placing pose as well. So I've given this information. Now I need to use this also. I am using a suction gripper. Now, if you see over here, we have mentioned all our requirements, that what skill name do we want to generate, what kind of information does that need. It needs saved poses, and also what kind of gripper am I using so that it will be able to control that, right? So I'm just passing this along and let's see what it generates now. Alright, so now you can see that it has generated a skill code for me. It is moving to pre-picking position, moving to pick position, activating the suction gripper to the place, pre-place, and then the place position, and then deactivating. That's the whole flow I need, right? And it's asking me if I need any further customization. I'm good with that. So let's move ahead. It is good. Show me the code you have generated. I just need to verify, right, and show to you that what it has generated. Alright, so now you can see it is giving me the actual Python code that it is generating, the skill code that it has generated, along with the information that I need, so that I know like what is happening in the low level as well. So here I have it. What are the different stages of this application, right? Okay, so now we have moved from the blank space, right? Now we have something filled over a whiteboard. Now I need to run it on the simulation, correct? So let's go over there. We have the simulation window above, and at the end of this you'll see start simulation. So I'll select my robot. As mentioned before, we are using Owl 6.5, and I do not need a camera, and then I'll fetch the worlds. So the worlds are basically the simulation environments that we have with us. So right now I am choosing box sorting for this, and then we'll choose the fetch skill set. So we want to use base and custom skills. Base skills are basically all the low level skills of the robot and of the gripper or any kind of attachment you are adding. And the custom skills is the one wherein your newly generated skills will be stored. So we'll just start that and then start the simulation. Alright, let's move to our page. Okay, now we have a green symbol over our simulation indicating that we're good. Now we'll move on to the execute mode because that is what we need to control the simulation and show simulation. So this is a simulation and we'll see how it executes the application, right? So to execute the application on simulation, we'll execute the skill pick and place box because that's what we named it in the skill generation in simulation. So that's it, and let's see how it executes. It has started the routine, and now if you see in the simulation, it is going to the pre-pick position first. This is just a safety position, and then to the pick position to pick up the box. Now it has traversed down to the box and it will activate the suction gripper. Since we mentioned the suction gripper, so it is controlling that. Now again to the pre-pick position and then finally to the pre-place position. As mentioned before, the pre-pick and pre-place positions are just for the safety purposes, and now it has placed it over the placing position and deactivated gripper as well. So that is what we needed with the pick and place application, right? I mean, the whole process of generating, writing it, I just gave in a simple command, telling it that what I had in my mind, placing my whiteboard over here, and I was able to generate a new skill that I was able to also run it over the simulation. I mean, pretty good, right? So let's try it and see how we can use it on the real robot as well. So let's move on to the hardware then. Now we'll start with the hardware integration part. So over here, we'll integrate hardware in the platform. Select the robot of your choice. We have selected 6.5. Now I've connected this robot to the system over here using Ethernet, and thus we need to enter the IP. I'm disabling the simulation for now, save it, and then we just need to start RoboGPT. You'll get the pre-filled occupancies over here, and I'm using an internal planner, and we'll fetch the skill sets. Just like mentioned before, we are selecting base and custom skill sets. Custom is where our generated skills are saved, and base is one where the low level controls are placed. So disabling the vision over here and start RoboGPT. This will give you a notification when your system configs are ready. So it's ready for me now. And now we'll just execute the pick and place box skill because that's the name we gave it, right? So let's start that. Now it has started its motion. It has started the routine of the application, and we'll see how it performs over the bot. So as you can see, now the robot has performed the same skill that we saw on the simulation on the real hardware as well. And we've got the confirmation over here as well that the skill is completed successfully. So we just saw that the skill we wanted to execute from our simple idea to its working in simulation to it working over here on the real hardware. So this all is done by just one brain, the RoboGPT brain, where I didn't need to code it out anything. I didn't need to, attach any extra code for the gripper or for any robot programming. I just had to simply mention that what my idea was, and it was able to generate it for me, and I'm able to now execute it. Now, wherever I want to go, I just need to put this robot down over there, and then I'm ready to use my skill. So yeah, that's how you can build your skills as well, and do try it out, make your different applications, share your ideas, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.